Hey all. I've done plenty of videos of tractors over the time. I've done, you know. While we're here, I guess you can see this. Wheel horse sulky, literally. It was a 500 special at one point from what I've read. But anyway. Oh! Got Toro Whirlwind too. I think you saw the video of that. It still needs work. And the pony's being her usual self. Hey, while we're here, let's fire it up. This is basically about the bikes though. Oops. And whatever, you get the idea. Didn't let her warm up. Yeah, she's running good as usual. But the main point of this video is these bikes. I've got one more, a 55 Schwinn Speedster 24-inch up in the shed, but that's for sale because it's just too small. Shed's up there. I got this from Bay Mechanic 1009, who bought it from a local bike shop. It's a Columbia Sport 3, as you can tell, it's a ladies model. I put the running lamp and goofy 60 miles an hour speedometer Cycle Products setup. Put 20 miles on her so far, which I haven't really ridden this thing too much. However, a school friend had a little one of them Chinese BMX bikes break down on him, and I had to tow it home with a rope I still have in my pocket off the seat post with half-flat tires on his bike and mine. Oh, that'd be about 3/4 of it, so about 15 miles I pulled him. Just in low gear, chugging along. I think we got up to about 10 miles an hour. Yeah, it's been squeaking pretty bad. It needs to be greased after doing all that kind of work. I know it's not built for that, but it works good. It's got a Suntour 3-speed hub, and I have yet to see one like this before. It's obviously based off of Sturmey Archer, but it's not quite the same. Every one I've ever looked up is not... shut up. Every single one I've ever looked up is not quite this hub, and I can't figure out what year it is or anything. It's got a new old stock Oxford light set on it. I don't have that generator. If you can't tell, that's a 6-volt Saubertez 89 with a built-in lamp. But I thought that little dinky thing that does absolutely nothing on the front wheel, it doesn't really do anything besides showing the light off the wheel. So I put a big fancy lamp on it. That's the Oxford. The speedometer is a Cycle Products. It's a nice bike. It's all original. Only got a few little scrapes. It probably had a rack on it. I just got this yesterday. This is a, from what I've heard, early production, though the hub has the, obviously, you know, if you know anything about old bikes, it has, your numbers, but I think you can probably see it, but you got the -2 and a number 4. 2 over here, 4 over here, and a little dash. It could be a misstamp with 52. Because Sturmey Archer is stamped on this thing too, obviously, and you can hardly see the side of it. I'm thinking it was a misstamp and it's supposed to say 52. Or it could be 42, I don't know. If anyone knows better, tell me, I'd like to know. It's rough, and I paid too much for it, but it's a nice little bike. The chrome is still fairly decent. That could be better. The head badge isn't bad. From I've read, this would be a 50s model. Raleigh Deluxe high tensile steel tubing. I don't know what they mean by that. I can tell it used to have lights on it, and I found it a Huffy lamp with a built-in horn. So I'm gonna be mounting that on this thing pretty soon. It's gonna be more of a daily driver, so I don't care if it's sort of goofy. And here's the pride and joy. This is a Columbia RX-5. Even the horn still works. I love this bike. The lights are nothing but trouble. The battery's corroded, rusted out the inside of the lamp, so it's just a decoration now. I have had it working, but the switch doesn't work and the battery posts are disintegrating. I'm gonna try and find a new lamp. This is a pretty bike. But, well, it's got its little dings here and there. I've got to straighten out, but I'll probably take it down to the body shop. It's just a 1-speed Coaster brake. But it's an old beauty. And it's a tank compared to the rest of them. They're all about lined up from the back. The Raleigh might be back further. The old Columbia comes out by about another 2 feet. Oh well, so that's the bikes. I take you up to see the Schwinn, but the shed's locked. And I would put on the lights, but neither work. So, That's all she wrote. Bye all.